Welcome traders, had a good day. Could have done a lot better, but let's just talk about the markets. Let's get straight into the Dow. Dow on the daily, bulls are still firmly in control, but instead of just breaking this little buyer's bar yesterday, they dropped it down to this major fib level, this major support, and then ran it back to the open. So 3 o'clock reversal ran very well. Let me just show you that on a 2-minute chart. Even if you miss the open trade, now I didn't do this, I have to say, but got distracted for various reasons. Started to drop before the open, just didn't broke through support, hesitated after about 10 minutes, but then just dropped right down to 750, and eventually, after some wiggling, went close to it went up to resistance area. So not a bad little move if you got that. So just to say, watch out for the 3 o'clock, 30 minutes after the open, because that is quite often a time you get at least a partial retrieve, bounce back, if not, in this case, a full one. Right, let's just talk about what I've been majored on the Dow over the last couple of days. We've got German inflation tomorrow expected to be quite good. So I shorted up here late yesterday, added to it as we dropped, took some off at 136 and took more off at 135.70 because of the various pivots that were there and the support that was there, and still left some on in case that can actually roll over. What do I think is going to happen here? I think we might bounce around. Yeah, might still pop up, but all the time we have a red bar, we have a lower close. I'm holding some over, and then that could just roll over. Like I said in yesterday's video, it's the first time we touched the daily 50 since May 9th, I think it was. Yeah, May 9th. So typically, first test of the 50 May is a fade, is a bounce. If this is going to recover off this main fib level, and what already held the fib level, if we're to break through, I would see at least some dips down here before we start to consolidate and then push back up. I mean, tomorrow's inflation could do it. It could just simply close above, but we don't know, so that's why I'm going to stay short and leave it there. Otherwise, I'm not going to engage in that market until we get the weekend behind us. Pound US was quieter, although it did pretty much the same as the rest of the market. Came down to major support levels, 170, and did 25 points up from that, but the best one, of course, was the pound yen. This caught this in the morning session, the Euro session, the usual breakout setup, London breakout setup, took that up for a good 45 points, I think it was, missed the drop. In fact, tried to buy it halfway on the way down and got a small stop out, gave a little bit of profit back. 3 o'clock, it turns around and goes back up to 173.25. What do I think it's going to go from here? I think we could build on here and possibly maybe move sideways into the weekend, but next week, if the bulls are in control, then I would expect that to get to 175, possibly next week. Other markets, Aussie US, I personally found that quite tough to trade, but I bought in this a day early, got stopped out, so haven't traded it. So that's all I'm interested in on the currencies. Let's look at gold. This came down to, look at the 60 minutes. Down to a key fib level, just nudged underneath it, 1305, 1306, finished at 1317. So any pullbacks down to here now, 1311 is the most I expect that to drop to. before that pushes higher. If you look at the daily, this is a big consolidation pattern. Dips getting bought, institutional buyers are coming in, so we could see 1350 as we head into next week. So the next dip, and like I said, 1310, 1311 is a possibility. Oil drop to 105.02 and pull back to 105.70 area. This is a real range bound stuff. I would stay out of it. Yeah, it's volatile and trapped in a range. So we just flip back to the US dollar yen. If we can close above 102, that opens the gates for move up to 103, 105 next week. Otherwise, break that low and that's toast. Stocks. Goldman's are sideways. Let's have a look at the other ones I had. Give me 1 second. That's not what I'm looking for. This will do. eBay. eBay is a good one to buy this time of year. This is seasonal. Get rid of this. It's a massive box basically. In a clear downtrend since March. But that is potentially a W pattern forming, and if we buy in at 49 on retest of this power here, this may start to claw its way up. I think this is a low risk. Got a lot of resistance up there. The safe way to do it is obviously to close above 50. But I would nibble down there to see if that can start to close above 50, and if it does, I think that will go well. Baidu, had a good run. Apple. Now, Apple's good. I like Apple. I think this is a buy. We've not, since the share split, we've come off at 95, so I think this is going to go to 100. So I would buy 90.75 if you see it. Stop under these lows and see if we can at least get back to 95, if not push through and run up. Again, this is potentially a good time to buy this. 3D Systems is doing okay. It's had a good little run. Okay, but leave it there. Qualcomm. Ooh, slipped over. New low, close above next day. That's a potential reversal. I think that's a buy at 78.50. Risk reward ratio is not bad, because the stock will have to go under yesterday's low, so you're risking that much capital for that potential reward. So that's not a bad ratio if that can get going and break above that trend line. This could be a massive bull flag. So QCOM is worth a shot, but only on a pullback. If you don't get filled, then I would personally leave it. That's it. Okay, hope that helps, and see you tomorrow.